Hello and welcome back to another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. My name is Kimberly Olson, your hostess, and today I'm going to teach you the Facebook Live formula to totally level up your results. So if you've ever wondered, what's the outline, what's the go-to structure of a Facebook Live to not only be effective, but to keep you on track and help you deliver amazing content, then stay tuned for this episode because it's going to blow your mind. Gold diggers, for this episode of #GetLit, we are going to talk about the Facebook Live formula, my go-to method to allow you, myself, my viewers to be able to be taken along a journey of an amazing, effective, just impactful, value-driven Facebook Live that keeps people on track. It gives them a call to action, make sure that they're engaging with your content, and really giving you that concrete roadmap to be able to know exactly how it should roll, right? People always say, I don't know, what's the format for it? And it took me some time to figure it out. So I'm going to share that with you today. And I'm really, really excited. So when it comes to the Facebook Live formula, there's a 5-step process that I like to follow. And I'm going to teach that to you right now. Okay. First thing we're going to do, number one, is the intro. Believe it or not, you need to repeat your name and the title of your topic. So too many times people are scrolling in the newsfeed. They happen to see your post, maybe they're a new follower, and they click the video and you don't say your name. And so they're watching the video, or maybe they are even watching the video, right? And they forget, who is that girl? But if you can always get in the habit of reintroducing yourself, telling them your name, if you have a tagline, or a brand name like mine is the Gold Digger Girl, mention that and tell them what you're going to tell them. It's called a hook, but you want to grab them right away. If you just start talking and you don't really have a specific agenda, you're going to lose people. They're going to pop off. It's a very competitive space. People's attention spans are very limited. So grabbing them right away is really, really important. Okay. So for number one, I want you to tell your name and tell them the topic you're going to talk about. Number two is give them some background. So say today, in today's live, so excited to have you on. I always like to say something like, tell me where you're tuning in from, kind of a little, just get them commenting. But anyways, number two is tell them the background of the story. So why are you doing the training? So it could be, oh, this person messaged me and was asking me for help. So I thought I would do a live today to tell you what I told her. Suddenly people are asking you for help. Oh, maybe you can help me, right? Or you might say, I've been doing a lot of work on my mindset and I've been reading a lot of books, taking programs, doing some tapping and different things. So today I wanted to share with you the 5 things I've learned when it comes to building a rock solid mindset. And so you're telling them that you struggled with it, you learned about it, you got the results, and now you want to share it with them. Okay, so tell them the background of the context. Why are you teaching this? Number 3 is encourage engagement. This is so important, and you are going to need to write this in your notes. Otherwise, you'll go live, and 10 minutes later, you don't even know what just happened, and then you don't have a lot of comments, and you're kind of like, what happened? It's because of this point. I write it right in my notes. Now I can just do it, obviously, but when I first started, I would literally write on there, tell them to comment, okay? So if you need to do that too, that's totally fine. So we're gonna encourage them to engage with the content. So what this would look like is, so today I'm gonna talk to you about the 5 strategies I use to build a rock solid mindset. What I want you to do is share in the comments if you do mindset work. Yes, no, or sometimes, inconsistent. And so as you're going through, you can just encourage them to comment below, right? So for example, you could say something like, one of the things that's really helped me with my mindset is to identify when I'm energetically not on point. So let's say I'm going to start reaching out to some prospects and talk to people and I'm not feeling it. Let's say you talk about tapping. You say, so one of the strategies I use is called tapping. And you are going to say to them, have you ever done tapping? It's also known as EFT. Comment below if you've done tapping before, okay? And that's, again, going to encourage them to interact with the content. You can also do things like give this some love hearts, give it the thumbs up. If you're loving this, put some fire emojis, give me an emoji. And the more you do that, the better you're going to get at it. But this is so, so important because it tells Facebook, if you're doing this on, you can do the same thing on Instagram Live. If you're going live and doing this, it's telling the algorithm that people are liking your content. It's more likely to push it out in front of your newsfeed, okay? Number 4 is you're going to share 3 to 5 value-driven tips tips. You can work your stuff in. Like, let's say my 5 tips were getting fit this summer, and tip number 5 was being able to work out at home. And you can say, by the way, if you don't use workout supplements, huge game changer for me. Just put supplements before. I'll tell you the ones I use because it helped me shred 10 pounds of baby weight. Okay. That would be an example. So share 3 to 5 tips, not 1 tip, not 10 tips, go for 3 to 5 because it's enough that you have enough to talk about, but it's not too many because if you overwhelm people, they won't do anything. So share 3 to 5 tips, try to work in some stories here and there. And number 5 is a CTA, a call to action. So a call to action is when you tell them what to do. So it could be your homework. And for example, right now I'm dual streaming this. So my call to action could be, if you like this, go ahead and, you can't really if you're listening on the podcast. If you're loving this, take a screenshot of you listening to this on the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, take a little screenshot of me, throw it in your stories, tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, and I will shout you out my stories as well. That's a call to action. Call to action could be, if you're loving this video, put group below, and I'll put you in my private VIP group where I have even more in-depth trainings. I also have this great freebie that goes with the training that we're talking about today. So if you want the freebie, put freebie below, and I'll get you that freebie. Or tag a friend or share this, give them some homework. Go ahead, and your homework is within 24 hours to start working on the 5 steps to slim down for this summer that we talked about today. So give them some homework. That can be really, really awesome for them because a call to action tells them to do something. So instead of them just listening or watching, they're actually going to take action, and then they get results, and then they come back for more. And that's why that's so important to make that happen. Okay. So that is so simple, but I've been using that Facebook Live formula for 2.5 years, and I grew my viewership from like 40 people to some of my videos have gotten over 10,000 views. So it really does work, and I follow it every single time. If you didn't notice, I followed it today. So there you go. In a nutshell, that's everything you know to crush the Facebook Live formula. So I hope that was helpful, and I love having you on, so I so appreciate you listening today. And as always, until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. And what you're going to do is, if you are on YouTube right now, I want you to click the like button. I want you to subscribe, and I want you to turn the bell on. By this happening, what will happen to you is every time I release a new video, which is usually 2 per week, you will get notified, and that way you never miss a nugget that I'm going to drop right on here on YouTube. Okay, so I'd love to have you on, and love to have you getting these videos, these new ones each week. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.